I want to do a kind of how it's made type series for data cleaning and analysis. I'm going to kick off by talking about de-identifying information. We only collect identifying information if it's absolutely necessary. This might be for a pre and post evaluation. In that case, we need to be able to match both responses to the same individual. Another example might be if we are collecting survey information that is also going to be used in programmatic decisions. Say, eligibility criteria. Somebody needs to be able to match up those individuals to the programs that they're eligible for. In both of these examples, only people who are doing the matching of people to services or both the pre and post survey back to the individual are going to have the name and ID combinations. Analysts like me might just get the IDs and the information. When we collect this information, we only keep it in places where it's absolutely necessary. So if we have a profile about somebody in a system, we might put it there. But when we are actually analyzing the data, we de-identify the information as fast as we can. So we turn the names into some kind of identifying code, whether that's random numbers that we just ask the computer to do, or whether we're taking a few letters from their first and last name with some kind of number and using that. We are not looking at individual responses and then coming up with a code. So we aren't looking at Mary Jane's data and Bob Smith's data rows when we do this. We're just going to have the system do it entirely by us giving it code. This is often stored with somebody who is not involved in data collection or data analysis, and this step might be performed by them as well. They then might remove the data column, or I'm sorry, the name columns, and only give us that identifying number and keep the list of names and identifying codes in a separate file that they only have access to, that the people who are collecting data or analyzing data don't have access to. This is one way to do it. Obviously, if you're on a smaller budget and you don't have the program staff to have these separate roles, it might not be done this way. But generally speaking, we de-identify data as fast as possible to protect individuals, but also protect ourselves in case something fluky happens, like, computers get stolen, hacked into, something like that.